Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Blade CHIMERA, a Metroidvania that leans heavily into its action roots. With fluid combat, stunning pixel art, and a cyberpunk twist, does this game live up to its potential? Well, let's find out. I also did stream this game on the channel, and you can always check that out if you want to see the first 2 hours of gameplay, and I will be using some of that footage to accompany this review. Blade CHIMERA is developed by Team Ladybug, which previously released Record of Lodoss War, Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth. However, this one takes the Metroidvania formula in a combat-focused direction. Set in a post-apocalyptic Osaka, you play as Shin, an amnesiac warrior bound to a mystical demon sword called the Lumina Blade. Now, while the story is serviceable, it does remain the game's weakest point. However, the good news is that the game shines extremely bright in its gameplay and stylish presentation. At its core, Blade CHIMERA emphasizes fast and fluid combat. Shin's arsenal includes melee weapons, guns, and the Lumina Blade, which adds unique mechanics like a protective barrier and devastating recall attacks. There's also an incredibly interesting dynamic between the different attacks, where your normal attacks will charge your Lumina Blade, and then using your Lumina Blade will recharge your HP. This is a fun and inventive dynamic that really rewards you for varying your attacks. And it leads to combat that feels incredibly satisfying with weighty attacks and responsive controls. Exploring the interconnected map does feel rewarding, though the game's progression is fairly linear compared to traditional Metroidvanias. The exploration is nonetheless somewhat present, although Blade CHIMERA is more focused on action than labyrinthian design. Environmental puzzles and hidden upgrades do keep things interesting, but the game avoids cryptic layouts. Clear objectives and a straightforward map system make it accessible. Though, I do want to warn that some might miss the deeper exploration seen in other genre staples. I also do want to mention that the game's difficulty definitely ramps up significantly in the later stages, with bullet sponge enemies and overwhelming encounters. Now, while this might feel like a cheap difficulty spike, the 6-hour runtime ensures that it doesn't overstay its welcome. But occasional pacing issues aside, I have to say that the experience was a fantastic one, with the combat remaining consistently engaging throughout the whole game. The pixel art in Blade CHIMERA is breathtaking. Its blend of traditional Japanese architecture with cyberpunk aesthetics creates a visually stunning world. Each sprite, from Shin to the mythological-inspired demons, is meticulously crafted. The electrocentric soundtrack is equally immersive, adding energy to the battles and atmosphere to the setting. Although I did have a few doubts at first, I am happy to report that performance is extremely smooth on the Nintendo Switch, whether you're playing in docked or handheld mode. Blade CHIMERA is a love letter to action-driven Metroidvanias, offering polished combat, stylish visuals, and a satisfying gameplay loop. And that's why I'll be rating this game an 8.5 out of 10. While its exploration and narrative aspects are less impressive, the sheer fun of its shoot-and-slash mechanics make it a standout title. If you're a fan of the genre, this one is definitely worth your time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more gaming content. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you'll be playing Blade CHIMERA. And just as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.